Welcome to Project 26. It's November, and November means Thanksgiving, which means it's time to give thanks. So before we dive into the project here, I want to talk about something a little special. So for the last several months, every month, we've been putting these coloring sheets in the projects. Coloring sheets also highlight some of our sponsors, so if you're out and you see our sponsors, tell them thank you. But it's also a little something fun for you to do, plus they generally have a QR code in here so that you can get to these videos if you don't know where to find them. But I wanted to talk about this month's. So this month's, you'll notice, is folded in half, and it just says you on the front. And that's because it's a card, and it is for you to color and fill out and tell somebody or something why you are grateful. So we look forward to seeing as many of these out there colored and distributed as possible. Maybe it's to your parents for picking up these projects, maybe it's to your teacher, or maybe it's to someone else. But take a little bit of time and think about what you're grateful for. So as we enter into the end of the year here, we decided to make November's project a little more holiday focused. Now, not to discriminate here, this is a Christmas tree, but there are many other uses you could use this for. Now this little ornament here I glued on there, that's something separate. You could use this as a Christmas tree. You could take these sticks of wood and make whatever you want out of it. Maybe you could put some little hooks on here and you could hang jewelry from this. That'd be a great use. So what you're gonna get is you're gonna get a whole bunch of sticks and a square piece with a hole in it. So the square piece with a hole in it comes with this screw. This is the base here. So you're gonna take, and you can start and you can do this in anywhere you want, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. You're gonna take and you can put your screw through this base, and you'll notice one side the hole is much bigger than the other, and that's so that the screw can be recessed, and when this sits down, it sits flat. Then you're gonna have one piece that is a little bit wider than the others. This is the back of the tree, or the trunk of the tree. And either end can go down, doesn't matter. But what you want to do is you want to find the center on the bottom here, and you can do this many ways. I went ahead and put the screw through here, and I'm going to show you a little way that cheats. You can use a screwdriver, you can use a power screwdriver. You could pre-drill this hole if you wanted to, but this is pine, so it's pretty soft. All you got to do is take that screw, put it right in the center, and push together and twist, and it'll take some pressure. This one's pretty easy because I've already done it. And then what you want to do is you want to get that down nice and tight, and I can keep twisting this until it's very tight. You might need a parent to help you with that. And now I've got my tree trunk that'll stand on its own. What you'll notice about these remaining pieces is they're all different lengths. They go from bigger to smaller. And you can put them in any order you want. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to do it just like this as a Christmas tree, and I'm going to show you a couple different techniques for how you could put those on there. First thing I'm going to do is clean up some of the edges on this. Some of them are a little frayed. I've cleaned up some of them already, but I'm just going to take a little bit of sandpaper and just kind of knock the frayed off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. So I know I want this smallest piece at the top. Now there's a couple ways I can do this. There's a lot of ways I can do this actually. I could take a small nail and I could drive it through there and nail that in. I can take my glue and I can glue it and I can clamp it down, and I'll show you that. I'll show you a little trick here in a minute. Or for this one, I could also use my hot glue gun. The benefit of the hot glue gun is it's fast, but it's not as pretty and it's not as strong. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to roughly center it as close as I can. If I really wanted it perfect, I would use my ruler here. And so the next thing I'm going to do is, I know I want mine spaced about 1/2 inch apart. I could eyeball it, or I could also take my ruler, and I can put my ruler on here, or tape measure, and I can mark down 1/2 inch, and that's where my next one's going to go. If I wanted to mark them all out, I could go ahead and do that. I know each one of these are 1 inch thick. So for this next one, it's going to go right here, and I am going to use regular Elmer's glue on this one. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, doesn't take much, just a little dab of glue on there. And then, instead of using a clamp, I'm going to use something that everybody has, rubber bands. I'm going to put it over the end. This might be hard to show. Put it over the end, lay this in place, hold it with just a little bit of pressure, doesn't take much. Bring the rubber band around back and hook it to the other side. And now I can adjust the piece to get it square and straight and where I wanted it, and the rubber band will hold it in place while the glue dries. So that's a little way you can clamp it. And so I'm going to run through and I'm going to do the rest here, and you'll see that very quickly. Okay, I've got them all on here. They're not quite straight yet. I knocked some as I was putting them on. So I can go back. The glue gives you plenty of working time. I can go back and make some final adjustments. So can't wait to see your creations. It can be anything you want it to be. Doesn't have to be a Christmas tree. You can put these blocks in whatever order you want. And in the end, we just want to see what you come up with and what you use it for. So enjoy Project 26. Hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving, and don't forget to tell somebody why you're thankful for them. So thank you for coming out this month. Thank you for picking up a project, and special thanks to all our sponsors that make this possible, all our donors throughout the year. We can't do any of this without you. For this project, special thanks to Northwest Lumber for providing the material used for the bases, and huge thanks to Home Depot Southport for their continued support in the rest of the materials month after month. So we're thankful for you guys, we're thankful for our sponsors, and we're thankful to be getting ready to go into a new year. And we've got exciting plans for next year, so can't wait to share those with you.